Supra!
Hello. Guten Tag, guten Morgen.
Hello, people.
People of the internet.
People of the internet.
So this is Jacob's Supra. We will go over it today
Oh, we're doing that today.
as he slowly works on taking the front bumper off. I first apologize for my hair. This car has rust, and we're going to go over some of the stuff that has been done to it.
Save the Mark III.
Yes, buy this. Save the Mark III Supras. They're a cool Mark III. Well, they're a cool Supra. But yeah, we're going to go over what's been done to it, what needs still to be done to it.
You looking for the Shorty 12?
Yeah.
It should be right there by the metal thing. I'll just worry about that later. I can actually get to the fog light now, so.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that off.
Okay.
We're never going to put it back on.
No.
So. Watch my tool. Well, while that sits, let's go over some stuff we found on this car so far. So, let's just show them this corner right here. So yeah, that's not supposed to be like that.
No, it's ventilation.
So what we discovered is underneath the battery tray, or that's the plastic battery tray. There was the metal battery tray, which I don't know where it is right now.
In the.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a huge rusted hole there. We have kind of, what did we do the other day? We kind of bent it back.
Yeah, we bent it back. We took the wire wheel to it, and we knocked a lot of it out. And then we kind of just bent it back, and then I primered it with self-etch.
Yeah, it's just gonna keep that. Yeah, the self-etch just kind of keep the rust from spreading.
Yeah.
But we're not so worried about it because that's a great corner for when he goes front-facing intake manifold over here, and he has to have his intercooler piping come through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what we might do is just weld a smaller.
Yeah,
with
something.
the hole.
Well, the problem is like, you got this like roughness. Let's see how my camera shows it. Yeah, so you have all this roughness right here and kind of along this edge. So we need to clean up all that, cut that out, and then maybe weld in a nice smooth plate.
Yeah. With a hole for the intercooler, but
Yeah.
not as big.
Right. So let's go talk about the back here.
Yeah. So
Speaking of rust,
speaking of rust,
the hatch has been replaced.
the hatch is new. The hatch is new.
Newish, new to me, because on his old one there was rust all right here and on the inside, while this one just has a small rust spot right there, which is not really coming across on camera, which has been, of course, wire wheeled away and painted.
Yep.
Keep it from spreading.
Yep.
But other than that, this one came from Joey. Guy helped us get the car here. Also, this one on the other side is broken. We need to fix that.
Yeah, well, not
Yeah. But speaking of rust, back here. Now this is the tragic area.
So because the hatch was leaking, it leaked all through here, and all this became deteriorated.
Yeah. Now it doesn't look as bad because Jacob has wire wheeled a lot of it and painted a lot of it. So so that whole area. Let me point my finger. This whole area is not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be covered like this, but all this is rusted away. This is where the two bolts are for this side of the rear bumper mount.
Yep.
As you can see on that side.
Yeah. So this is what's supposed to be on that side.
Right.
But this is still like really weak.
Yeah, it's starting to fall apart too.
Yeah.
And also we have like this little gouge. So you see these two bolt holes right here, bolts, and there's this hole right here. This is what holds the rear fuel tank strap. So this is all starting to deteriorate around this as well, which is an issue. And of course we got like any classic to 80s / early 90s. The trunk spare tire well has holes in it too.
Yeah. But that wouldn't be bad if that was just it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the point of all this is that we're gonna try to like take these bumpers off, inspect the damage underneath, and then assess from there what needs to be done to, you know, repair it. It's like, and it's not we're not trying. Well, stuck to me. We're not trying to repair it per se, like.
Yeah, we're not going for showroom, like.
Yeah, just like get us down the road.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and also like on some of this.
Yeah, some of this underneath that you guys can't see.
Yeah, we got little rust stuff right here,
Yeah.
which we're gonna probably just patch up with some like, maybe some JB weld or something just to seal these holes in.
But there's no more rust on them.
Right.
So it's just a hole.
Yeah. Let's talk about the interior. All right. So Jacob has, by my suggestion, taken out the entire rear seats.
Yeah. So originally I was gonna leave it a full interior car because I have the full rear interior, and
yeah, the whole rear seats and everything. But
after basically primering this entire rear section, I've realized that for maintenance it's a lot easier if it just isn't there.
Plus, you know, it's just him and his fiance. The back seat's really pointless to this car.
Like what we might do is put some outdoor carpeting back here or something, just like a thin, just to so that way it all looks uniform. But for the most part, just leave it easy.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, there's no one can really sit back here, and the back of this car is mostly going to be used for holding tires and wheels and tools.
Yeah, and eventually like a harness, like a removable harness bar or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna leave it as is, but we're still gonna rock the target top. And
speaking of target top.
Yeah, speaking of target top. This, I made a boo-boo and primered the whole thing. So
how's that a boo-boo?
It's a boo-boo because some of the paint on it was still, I guess, you still could have left it on, but the whole thing's primered and ready to go.
And you've taken it off before.
Yeah, it comes off.
Yeah, and for the most part it's sealed, but when we have some really bad storms, we think right here it may have leaked because we saw water that came down and leaked right in this little area of this floor. So we think the seals, and if you kind of look at them,
it's a little dry.
They're a little dry, and also I think they're a little painted.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's contributed to the leakage.
There's a little overspray on that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, it's a drift car, so it doesn't really need to be fully sealed. Yeah,
and I think it's like I said, the leaking was mostly just because we had a really harsh storm.
Yeah.
That had a lot of wind that just pushed water more than the water just leaked.
Yeah, because it rained.
Lots of times before that, it didn't do that.
Yeah, and it rained recently, and it was when I came back here today, it was dry.
Yeah, but I think it's like I said, just from wind, really high wind, pushing water against the seals.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely.
And pushing past the seals.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You shaped it in your mind. Total performance. Now the all-new Toyota Supra brings it alive. Supra Power, created by a 3-liter 24-valve, 200-horsepower engine. Super suspension, racing type, double wishbone, fully independent. Supra cockpit, where you perform. The new Toyota Supra, performance without compromise. Now the Supra dynasty begins. Who could ask for anything more?
Back to your regularly scheduled program. This break was brought to you by 1989 Toyota Mk3 Supra. Get yours today before they run out.
Like literally run out.
Yeah.
Alright, I got them on the last couple threads.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm gonna take this side off and take it.
Okay. We'll find out. So all it came off was nuts?
Yeah.
So check to see if those bolts come off through the top. Yep. Show us what you got there.
Big old rusty bumper bolts.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. Continue. As you were. Let's see. Wiggle it. Not that. Don't wiggle that. There we go. Yeah. Alright. So that wants to come off. Did you undo all the bolts for the top piece? Now wait. Wiggle the top piece. That feels like something's still bolted on somewhere.
Right here. underneath this entire bracket. Alright, we're not putting all this back on.
No, we're not.
We're not putting this all back. Ready? Alright, ready?
And oh, what the hell? Oh.
That way is like...
Pick it up by yourself.
Well, I can, but
It's a heavy bitch.
it's heavy.
It's
a temperature sensor for the outside.
Huh?
This is a temperature sensor for the outside air.
How do you know it's a temperature sensor?
Because the stick, it looks like an aquarium heater temp stick.
I don't think it's a temperature sensor.
You don't think so?
Oh.
Anywho, it's off.
There's one on my car. I think it has to do with the security system.
Oh, I have that?
Or in case of like, yeah, you do. Or in case of accident,
Oh, okay.
like an impact sensor.
I got it. Well,
there's no airbags though.
I can tell the audience right now that the rust actually isn't that bad.
I don't know. I see in that corner and on that front lower radiator support right there.
Okay, maybe it is that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So all that's icky.
But there's solid metal.
Yeah. So all that needs to be wire wheeled and cleaned.
So what you have to take off is you've got these 10 mil, so it goes like this on the car, and you have to take this off first to be able to, that's where you start. So then you go down, you have to unplug the fog lights, but you have this whole plastic, let me go get it. So you've got these mud skirts that kind of go on like this. These have to come off before you can then access the fog lights, because I couldn't get my hand up and around. So you take that off, you unclip the fog lights, then you go up to the top, and you've got these two studs with nuts attached to them that,
Point out to right there, where they are. Those two holes.
that go right here.
Yeah.
And to get to them, you have to take off the fender underlining skirt and then put like an extension on the extension.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got these two which go into this side right here. You've got another bracket with two 10 mil bolts with holes right here and here. And then you've got another bracket with two 10 mil bolts. There's a pattern. Bolt right here and here. Then you've got another two here and here. Here and here respectively. And then the last one is here and here. And then you got two right here and here, which are opposites.
And then of course these little studs on the ends,
Yeah.
which bolt into the fender as well.
And then you've still got the mud flaps, the underskirt for the other side
Yeah.
too that you have to take.
And then after that, we get the big bolts in the middle.
Yeah, after that, you've got these two massive 17 mil bolts that go right here and right here.
Yeah. Which you have to get through the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, everything else has to come off first before you can take this
So
off.
those come off through the bottom, as you can see the nut threads, and it has this hook over here that hooks around the frame to keep it from spinning.
Yeah.
Which is opposite what's on the Cressida, because Cressida goes through the top.
Yeah, yours goes through the top.
Now what's interesting is after all that was said and done, when we pulled it off, we still had this little harness, this little sensor right here.
Yeah, this guy was attached.
Yeah, so we just unhooked the harness for that. We don't know exactly what that's for. And then of course there's this horn situation that had like little attachments.
Yeah, which they routed through to the bumper. It wasn't like,
which is really odd.
yeah, like they could have just ran a smaller wire, but
yeah,
smaller line.
Yeah, but anyway, that's to get the entire front bumper. Also, we had to take the turn signals off. We didn't cover that.
Yeah, and the plastic grill piece, which that you have to like reach in and pinch because it's got these little plastic flares that basically butterfly on the other side. So you have to pinch that and pull it through.
Okay.
That's it.
And that's for removing the front bumper. It's very complicated. I don't know what Toyo was thinking. I can see like an extra 50 pounds just on the front end of this thing, just to get this thing off.
I can also see two frame.
So Jacob has gone through and wire wheeled this corner off and spray painted it. Looks a lot better than what was there before. A lot of stuff left to do, right, Jacob?
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, you know, maybe a month or two worth of work.
Yeah, just a lot of just body work before he dives into engine stuff.
Yeah, holy shit, a lot of body work.
Yeah.
Now, 限界域への独走。トヨタ 3000GT New Supra 発表。